welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel, whichever it may be. And if you are new here, please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and join us for more of this fun picture that we're working on here. This is Aurora the unicorn, and we are back for our weekly diamond paint along with me. I had a moment there where I forgot, why am I holding a pen? I don't need a pen. Diamond paint along with me, and we're going to be doing this section of Aurora, but I am starting now each video by showing you the whole canvas so you can see how things are looking. As you can see, nothing's happened with this canvas since the last time I worked on it. Let's go ahead and move this cover minder over here, because I didn't do that yet, and zoom in on this particular spot of the canvas. There we go. Put our finger here, and I think that's good. All right, that's actually really good. That works out. I might have to move though. So going to move just a little bit and move the camera just a little bit. Now check it again. There's my finger. And there's my finger. All right, we're good. Oh, how about this way? Obviously really good. Really good. Okay. I've got my wax. And I've got my stuff, because as you know, this one I am doing with nothing but the kit. So I have everything together in this little plastic bag that the kit actually comes with. This is the one that the drills came in. And I've just been keeping everything in there when I am not working on this canvas. It's actually a nice handy little storage spot. All right, so let's see, what am I missing? All right, I don't need the sticker, this one. I'm gonna put that back away because I don't need it. Some extra baggies. There we go, the tray. Oh, I might need that. I might have to get that. All right, I got my tray, I've got my drills, and that's everything. We're ready to go. Let's get this started. Today we are going to talk about the month October. I gotta get my notes ready a little bit here. The month of October. So I figure each month I can talk about the months, at least up until a point where I can't talk about the months anymore, which will be next year in September, because I started with September. But for now, we can talk about the months as they come up. And so one week will be a talking video, the next week will be a non-talking video. So every other week will be a discussion. So this week is October. Next week will be, of course, Halloween. So the month of October, which includes Halloween, we'll start there. It includes the Halloween and is spooky season. It's also the second month of August. Autumn. It's the second month of autumn in the north. Because if you live in the south, this is not autumn for you. This is spring. South of the world. If you live in the south side of the world, and the north side of the world. So, let's see. October is the 10th month of the year, according to the Gregorian calendar or something. The current calendar that we're in, it's the 10th month of the year. Originally, it was the, the Roman, 8th month in the Roman calendar. So it was the 8th month, which is why it is octo for 8, October, octo. But it is no longer the 8th month, it is the 10th month. Yay. So that's a great thing. And it's, yeah, it has 31 days. in October. There's 31 days. I don't know if that's a good place for my notes. Maybe I'll move them, because I keep having to like look at a weird angle. I don't know if they're showing up any. That's okay if they do. I don't care. And all right, so October. October's a fun month. Like, it's a month that I have always enjoyed, not just because of Halloween itself, but like it's really the start of when things start to cool down. So it's getting cooler outside, and you can start sitting outside, and if you have like a porch or something, sitting out in your porch, sitting out in your backyard. I could still go barefoot in Massachusetts, so it was still, you know, going barefoot. Sometimes you couldn't. There were times when it would snow before Halloween, and that was awesome. Like, just awesome. I don't know why. I loved it. I just absolutely loved it. And I think I love that aspect of it too. Like, it's the start of when it's really starting to get cold. Snow could be in the air. And I loved snow. Like, I miss snow. I don't miss the cold. Don't get me wrong. I do not miss being cold. But I definitely miss the snow. There's something about snow that's kind of magical. And the fact that you could get a snowstorm at any point in the later part of October, like, it just kind of like helped make the month kind of cool. And yeah, so October is one of my favorite months, including Halloween. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorites. I like all holidays. Honestly, holidays are fun. You get to decorate, you get to do things, like, you make certain foods. They're fun. They're absolutely fun. Like, I just made a pumpkin pie today. Yep, I actually made a pumpkin pie. The first pumpkin pie of the year. And I love to bake. I love to cook. So I like to do pies, especially. Love making pies. So I made a pumpkin pie. And we're going to have that today, because I have planned supper for us tonight. Like, I actually bought food to cook for supper. I haven't done this because we're moving and my parents are here helping us. My mom has been doing a lot of the cooking, which has really helped me out a lot, because then I can focus on work. I know this has nothing to do with October, but anyway, yeah. So, you know, it's nice. So I made a pumpkin pie. I feel like it's that time of year. It's time for pumpkin pie. Pumpkin spice, pumpkin pie. Anyway, back to October. So with October, it has 31 days. Daylight savings time actually ends in Europe. I don't know on what day that is. I just know that that's what came up. For the US, it's ending in November. I know that because my husband mentioned it. And it begins in Australia. So yeah. They said ends for both Europe and Australia, but then, like, later in the paragraph, it said that Australia was going into its longer days. So the clocks were rolling back, whereas in Europe, they're rolling forward to go into shorter days, because because it's getting colder and it's getting shorter, and yeah. So that was interesting. I don't know, I just love learning about these little factoids about the months and stuff. Like, it's fun. Little October information here. Maybe something you didn't know. Who knows? October's birthstone is the tourmaline and the opal. Opals are pretty. I have this gorgeous jewelry set that is opals, and they're just so pretty. Probably paid way too much money for it, but whatever. I still have it. All right. And the birth flower is the calendula. I'm not sure on how to say that name. I don't know what that flower is. I don't know. Anyway, it's also the end of Oktoberfest. So Oktoberfest is this carnival that goes on in Munich, Germany. And it was originally started in 1810 as a carnival or a spectacle in honor of the Bavarian royal wedding. It includes rides, food, and beer tents, of course, because we all know Oktoberfest for its beer. And food. I think we know it for the food, too. Like, Oktoberfest is pretty well known. And it starts in about mid-September, and it ends the first Sunday in October. So that's why I said it ends in October. But it's Oktoberfest. It hosts around 6 million visitors a year. So that's pretty big when you think about it. Like, that's a lot of people going to this event, probably worldwide, people going to attend this carnival. And it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think it kind of sounds like fun. Maybe it would be fun to go. I didn't look too much into it. I just saw that it was there. I probably should have included these with the birthstone, but the next item on my notes is the zodiac signs, which is the Libra and Scorpio. Libra for the beginning. Most of the month, I think, is Libra, and then Scorpio starts at the end of the month, like the 23rd or something. So that is that. All right, now we go into some fun facts about October. So October is actually a big month for astronomical events, or things happening in our sky. And so we have some meteor showers. We have the Draconoid meteor shower, which is from the Draco constellation. What is this? Okay, there's not much of this one. And it happens, I think it's at the 8th to 9th or something of the month. Like, it doesn't last for very long. Didn't really give like when to see that one, or what was the best time to see that one. I just talked about how it was from the Draco constellation mostly. And then there's the I think it's from Orion, so the Orionoid meteor shower. And that one, it actually said like the best time to see that one is just after midnight. And that one starts in September, so you can see it all the way from like the month of September almost up into November, depending upon like where it is in the sky and stuff. And that one seemed like more prominent, like that you might actually have a chance to see that. But like the best time to see it was after midnight and before sunrise. So yeah, I'm taking this out and I probably don't even need it. I don't. I should be doing this here. And then there's also the Hunter's Moon. So the full moon in October is called the Hunter's Moon, which would be because in October you'd be getting ready for the winter. So usually September you're starting to do your harvest, you're getting your food supplies ready that way, and then in October you would have time to hunt. So this, the Hunter's Moon. And collect the stuff that you need to survive a winter. And October 14th will be the annual solar eclipse. So that's tomorrow. And I should be posting this video today as I'm talking. This is Friday the 13th. Yay, Friday the 13th. There's also a Friday the 13th. So if you're superstitious, there you go. I don't think anything has gone wrong with me today, except that I feel like I'm coming down with a cold. So maybe it's not a good day for me. I don't know. I do feel like I'm getting a little sick, and I have been sleeping most of the day because I just feel like I need to. I don't like to do that. I'm one of those people who feels like when I spend the entire day sleeping that I'm not being productive. So, but anyway, today's Friday the 13th. Tomorrow is October 14th and the annual solar eclipse. And apparently we're in a good enough place to be able to see it. So if you have your solar eclipse glasses, definitely check that out. I don't know what time it's happening, but I mean, it's probably all over the news. You've probably seen it. Don't try to look at that thing without those special glasses, because it will ruin your eyes. If you do, but a solar eclipse is pretty cool. Apparently, the best viewing areas is kind of like this swash across the United States, like from Texas, Louisiana, stuff like that area. In that range, I think is what it showed. Florida was not included in it, though, but I say that you'll be able to see it in most of the United States. So that's, and then parts of Canada. Oh, I did need that one, the little plus sign. There was a couple of those. Anyway, that, I don't want to rush through this too much, but we'll start talking about other stuff anyway, and it should be kind of interesting. I hope you're finding this as interesting as I did. I always liked learning about things anyway. So we'll go with, so solar events happening. I think there's more, like, I feel like there's more astronomical events happening than just those things. But those are the only 3 that were listed on the particular site that I found to do my research on. Also, what the hell is this? I'm pretty sure J is a purpley color. But what's this blue color? Oh, well, I am going to have to do some sorting because this is interesting. Did I do this on the last video? Like, how did this happen? I do not remember doing this. Did I do it? Great. That's interesting. I'm pretty sure J is this purpley color here. So just do that one. I don't know what this blue color is. Do we have another tray? I do. All right. So I can kind of just separate them out a little bit here as I'm going. All right. I won't go too crazy with it, but, you know, as I'm working these lines, I can kind of separate them out. I may have done this in the last video and just completely forgot because, yeah, it's been a week. So, I guess we can return to October and start talking about some historical information. There wasn't much in the historical aspect of October, but it's pretty cool information. So, on October 4th, and this is interesting because it's going to happen again. So on October 4th of 1582, Pope Gregory XIII ordered that the calendar, the current calendar, which would be the Julian calendar, skip forward 14 days to correct a 10-day gap from the Julian calendar. So it went from being October 4th to October 15th. And then the calendar was changed to the Gregorian calendar at that point. So it was the first day of the Gregorian calendar. I think that's pretty interesting that they did that. So if you actually look, like if you go on your phone and you look back to this date in 1582, you'll be able to see this gap. Because I saw it on a TikTok or something where someone actually showed it. And now I see that, yeah, it would show up because they skipped these 14 days in order to correct a 10-day gap. So thus, it actually would show up as having only 3 weeks in that month because of this. So, and you can see it. You can actually see it if you go on your phone, look through your calendars, and go back to this day in 1582. There's actually a lot of this J, which is probably pretty good because now I can work on it a little bit. A little bit. Don't want to do too much. But, you know. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. But also, on October 4th in 1957, the Soviet Union started the space age. Space age. The space age was started on October 4th of 1957. The Soviet Union launched the satellite Sputnik into space. Sputnik sent a beeping radio signal for 21 days, and it kicked off the start of the space race between the US and the Soviet Union. And that's always been a fascinating thing to me. Like, I never liked history growing up, but, like, I liked history. So I think it was the teachers teaching it that just didn't do it for me. They didn't make history fun. And I think history can be fun. I definitely think history can be fun. And I can see where you have to learn just one aspect of history if you're going to be teaching history. I can see where you would have to learn just one aspect, because I had a ex-friend. I'm going to say ex-friend because, like, she stopped talking to me, who actually studied World War II history. That was the period of history that she studied. I think it was because she had German heritage, and it was fascinating more to her than it would be to some others. But yeah, she studied one aspect of history. I don't even know how she's doing, because she, like, completely blocked me out of her life, so I can't go look. And it was one of those, like, she claimed we were sisters, like, yeah. It was one of those. Like, clearly we weren't if you decided you needed to block me out of your life. Was I toxic? I might have been a little bit at the point, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so that was the start of the space race and the start of the space age. And you know, Sputnik stands for fellow traveler. I know, I just thought that was cool. Sputnik. So I think when they say that it sent a beeping signal for 21 days, that's all that it did. Like, then it was done. It didn't do anything else after that. So, pretty cool. Yeah, there's not much. I'm running through my notes, dang. Do I have more? I have more notes here. Not much more, though. So, what can we talk about for October? Like, what are some of the things that you like to do in the month of October? As we're sitting here diamond painting along together, I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of this section, because this is kind of slowing me down, having the two colors on here. In here, it's kind of slowing me down a little bit, because now I have to, like, move through these instead of, yeah. So there's still a lot, and I'm moving through this October pretty quickly. If I'd written down all the days, it would definitely take forever, but yeah, no. No. And Halloween is, I think Halloween's got enough of a topic to go by itself. I mean, it is Halloween after all. So there's really not, like, it's really not that much to say about it. Month of October. It is starting to cool down. Like, I do find that there are days where we can definitely sit outside now and enjoy the outdoors and stuff. And there are still days where it's just blazing hot, because this is Florida and it's just blazing hot sometimes. My husband is always like, how did people live before air conditioning? Like, you did what you had to do. That's how, like, you did what you had to do. Because obviously, how else, like, what else are you gonna do? Air conditioning was not invented. So, yeah. But yeah. See, it's cooling down. It's getting cooler out. There was one morning I walked outside, and I don't know if anybody else has this happen. Like when you walk outside and you're like, oh, it smells like autumn. Like you can just smell it in the air. The weather has changed. Something has changed in the air, and it just smells like autumn. And even in Florida, I still get this smell. Now it does happen later in the year than it does up in Massachusetts, but I still get it. And it's like, I don't know, there's just something about it. Like just walking out your door and having it just smell like autumn. All right. So I finished with that. And I did separate out some, not a lot of it. Like I'm going to have to sit at some point and just separate out these drills. Because, yeah, that's fun. That's always a fun thing to find. Well, how did that happen? Interesting. All right, but yes, that pinky color definitely looks more like it belongs, and I'm just going to put that to the side. Then the blue color. The blue color does not look like it goes particularly there. It might be S. It might be that color. We'll see if I get to a package that's empty, and then I'll be like, oh, there it is. There you are. Yeah. I definitely love this time of year, though. There's just something about it. Something about this. And I'm so disappointed this year. I don't get to decorate for Halloween because we're trying to sell the house. So, like, I don't get to decorate for Halloween. Yeah, well, that one went pretty good. Oh, 3 has a lot. I know I wanted to, like, talk more about this stuff, you know, but I feel like it goes by a lot quicker than you think when you're planning out your video and how you're going to do things. But I guess we could finish up October and then just talk about random fun things, I guess, that happen in the month of October. So, or we can just talk about random fun things. So I know in Massachusetts, like there's always this, like you have the harvest festivals and stuff. And I do feel like they're in like October and November time. One of them was the Apple Fest, and oh my gosh, like it was so much fun. I miss going to the Apple Fest and just smelling the spiced apple. I may have talked about this before, but anyway, like smelling the spiced apple, and just like they would have popcorn and apple cider that you could just, oh my god, it would smell so good. Hey, Peanut. It's Peanut. Peanut says hello. He's pushing the camera with his head. This Peanut. Peanut is the best. He's the best cat. He knows it too. I think he knows he's the best. He's not particularly smart, but he's the best. I have come up with the fact that Peanut is sharing the brain cell. You know, the orange cat brain cell? Yeah, he's sharing it. He's sharing it with the other orange cats. He doesn't have the brain cell today. It's not there. But yeah. So I guess now we can talk about like some of the different things. So there are a lot of things that happen in the month of October besides, you know, these wonderful festivals that go on and other fun October-y goodness. I'm sure there's Halloween parties and stuff going on throughout the month of October, gearing up for the 31st and trick-or-treating. But there are pretty much every single day, there's like 5 or 6 different things going on in the month of October, like just different things for that day that you could use to celebrate in your own way if you wanted to. You know, just little bits and pieces, things. Like, for instance, International Coffee Day. You know, just have yourself a cup of coffee on International Coffee Day, which already passed. Sadly, that was the first day of the month, but still. Maybe try a different type of coffee. Ooh, that would be interesting. Like, get yourself some international coffee. Maybe not a pumpkin spice, because now, you know, pumpkin spice has been going on long enough that you're actually starting to get sick of pumpkin spice. Like, you love pumpkin spice, but at the same time, you're like, all right, like, I have had so much pumpkin spice lately that I am just like, you know what? No, I'm gonna start drinking my peppermint mocha. Then maybe I'll switch back to my pumpkin spice. Yeah, just switch seasons right there. But yeah, or you could just try like a fancy international coffee, like a French coffee or Italian coffee or something. I don't know. I like a good Colombian coffee. You know, Colombia makes some good coffee. Or, well, coffee grounds. I don't know about Colombian coffee itself. I've never been to Colombia. And they have some good coffee grounds that come out of there. I like Colombia coffee. Personally, it's my favorite. There is also like a lot of it. There's one particular day, but there was a lot of bullying awareness type days for the month of October. So one of them is International Day of Nonviolence, which was, I think that was the second day of the month, because they kind of went in order how they fell in the month. So obviously, like, you could, you know, definitely try for some more peaceful resolution. And I think we should just do this in general, like, not just one day out of, you know, I don't know how often they have the International Day of Nonviolence. You know, like, Coffee Day definitely happens more often throughout the year. You have different coffee days. So, you know, like, maybe the nonviolence thing is definitely more prominent, I think. And you'd have more throughout the year with it. So you could definitely, you know, like, but I just think, like, in general, people watching my video are probably not the type of people to be problematic in society anyway, because I just don't feel like diamond painters as a whole are Karens. I'm not saying that we probably don't have a few Karens, because we probably do, but I do think that the diamond painting community itself is a pretty great community, and it's definitely an awesome one to be in. Everybody is supportive of each other, and it's just wonderful. Like, I look at my channel and where it came, and I think it was Diamond Grandma commented on one of my first videos, and like, it was just awesome, because like, here was somebody who had already come up through it, you know, a bit more so, because I was just starting out, and they commented on my videos and, you know, left a like and subscribed, and it's kind of nice, you know. And then you start making friends and commenting on other people's videos, which I feel bad because I'm not watching as many videos currently as I was. So I do feel like I'm missing out on some of the videos. I haven't seen a Diamond Grandma video in a while too, and she's definitely the one that helped kickstart my YouTube channel. So like, without Diamond Grandma, like, I don't know where I would be at this point. You know, I hit 400 subscribers, and that's awesome. Which, thank you for 400 subscribers. I know I don't do subscriber specials. It's coming. There is one planned, and I just, like, I want it to be a big thing. I think 100 I should have done something, because I think 100's a pretty big deal. Like, you make your first 100, that's pretty big. You make your first 200, like, you're still pretty like, I'm just like, wow, I'm at 400 subscribers, and it just feels pretty good. And I just love this community because it's just wonderful, and it's just so supportive and so nice. And yeah, but yeah, so, you know, like, because I was talking about nonviolence, and I just don't think that diamond painters are the kind of people that would be causing violence. Like, I do feel like we are the type of people to just be more chill, and you know what, just go home and diamond paint. We're feeling stressed, go home and diamond paint. Having a rough day, go home and diamond paint. Feeling like you want to kill everybody, go home and diamond paint. Or like me, throw soda. It's fun. If you're having a particular bad day and you're just like, I don't want to do this, I am done, I just want to go home, but you're stuck at work, in my particular job, you've like, there's no way out, and you're just frustrated and upset. Not saying I haven't cried at work, because I have cried. It's been a while since like yesterday I wanted to cry. It's been a while since I cried. And I take that out by throwing the 12 packs onto the shelf. I don't damage them, but I still throw them onto the shelf. It's terrible. And then I come home and diamond paint, because that's what you gotta do. You gotta come home and diamond paint. And if you're just listening to me ramble, that's fine too, because I think sometimes we just like to sit and listen to somebody talk. Sometimes we're alone in our lives, and we need an International Day of Nonviolence. Or we need a National Taco Day. Because we're just sitting at home by ourselves with our cats. I'm loving this, by the way. I'm sitting at home alone. I'm home alone. It's wonderful. You don't know how wonderful this is. I have the house to myself. It's so fantastic. And, you know, like, I could definitely use a National Taco Day. Like, I could go for some tacos. It's already past 2 though, sadly. But it doesn't matter, because you know what? You can have tacos any old day. Any day you want. In fact, have some tacos today. If you really want some tacos, have some tacos. Because I like tacos. We had tacos the other day. Oh, it was so good. I love a good taco. I mean, like, the food. The heck? The heck is going on out there? It doesn't have anything to do with me, so I'm fine. It's quiet and peaceful in my house. Peanut's laying on the floor right next to me. Winnie's walking around being Winnie. It's peaceful. I only have 2 cats around me. This is unusual. Normally I'm surrounded by cats, but I think everybody's just kind of taking a nap right now. It's that time of day to nap. But yeah, have yourself some tacos. Pretend it's National Taco Day every day of the week if that's how you feel. Maybe have a burrito. Like, maybe say it's National Burrito Day. Or a chili cheese dog. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, a chili cheese dog. So another fun one is World Animal Day. And I saw multiples of this. Like, there was International Farm Animal Day. And there was another one about animals. But yeah, World Animal Day. That one was for the world. Celebrate your animals. If you're like me, you celebrate them every single day. Because they deserve it. Because they're awesome. Especially Peanut. He's the best cat. I know Winnie's with me too. And you're like, well, what about Winnie? Winnie is Winnie. Winnie is a calico. She didn't get the sass, but she's a calico. She's tabby cat calico, and I think that tabby cat really kind of changed her personality a little bit. Winnie's a great cat, don't get me wrong. She's just not painted. Something about painting. He's just the best. He is the best. All right, but anyway, yeah, so World Animal Day. Celebrate your animals. Celebrate your farm animals. If you have horses, if you have cows, if you have pigs, if you have sheep, just celebrate your animals. That's fun. Then there's World Teachers Day. I don't know, I just wrote that one down. I don't have much to, like really go on that. I was not good with learning, so teachers, not my favorite. I probably would have done great with homeschooling. To be honest, if online homeschooling had been an option for me, I would have been there. I would have been there 100%. Sitting there watching TV, doing my schoolwork. That would have been me. 100%. I would not have gone to school. But then I don't think I'd have the experiences I had. So, I don't know. Like I got to have some great experiences. I got to go to prom twice. I could have gone to another prom too. I could have gone to another school's prom. I don't know, like I got those experiences, and I think it's, one of those things that I would have missed out on if I'd been homeschooled, is having those school life experiences. Now a lot of them I could have skipped out on. Like I could have skipped going to school for most of my life. It's just, like my senior year of high school was really the best schooling year of my life. Before that, like I hated school. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to be there. I tried to skip out on it as much as I possibly could. And I know why now. But like growing up, you don't know why. You're like, I just don't want to go to social places. I don't want to do this. Like, you want me to attend karate? I don't want to attend karate. I don't want to go to a class with a bunch of people. And I think now it's becoming more acceptable that, like people just don't want to do things. But growing up, like, you had to, and I was forced to. I was like dragged to the car and thrown in the car, dragged to the place. And once I got there, like I would have an absolute blast every single time. And it's why now as an adult, I know that if I just get my butt there, I will have a good time. I will love it. I will enjoy it. I will talk to people and I will make friends. It's just the getting there part that's a struggle. But yeah, I don't know if I have my microphone in a good spot. Hopefully it's working. I don't know if the microphone's working or not. Obviously, I should probably watch my videos. I did one outside. My Sunday video, which I hope you watched. I know it's just another like unboxing video, but still. I was outside. It was fun. It was cool out. Rebel joined us. It was so much fun. Not like Peanut joined us. It's not the same. Peanut joined us in a I'm just laying here being calm manner. Winnie joined us in a I just want to get the fish out of the fish tank. Right now, my poor fish. We took down the big fish tank. So the fish are in a small fish tank, which a lot of like fish hobbyists and stuff would probably throw a fit about. Be like, it's too small. You need to have them in a bigger space. They're not comfortable in there. As long as you're doing regular water changes and you're taking care of them, they're okay. They don't seem stressed. They're not dying. And it's not like this is permanent. It's not permanent either. It's just a temporary solution because we're moving soon and we didn't want them to be in the big tank when we move. So we put them in a smaller tank for the move. I took the big tank down. The big tank was supposed to go to the storage unit until the truck, but it's still here at the house. Probably could have just kept it up and running, quite honestly, but we thought things would be moving along a little bit faster than they are. You know how life happens. Life happens. All right. Anyway, so we did World Teachers Day. There's a World Smile Day in the month of October. There was a lot of things. Like each day, I swear, had about 5 or 6 things going on it. Like there was a lot of things happening for the month of October. Just different things for each day. So yeah, World Smile Day. So smile. I think it's today. I'm not sure, but yeah, smile. It's supposed to release endorphins and make you feel better if you just smile. Just the motion of smiling is supposed to help you feel happier. Supposedly. Frowning actually uses more muscles or something than smiling. That's what they always say. I can see it. I don't frown. I smile a lot, but I was always told to smile. Smile, smile, smile. Okay, I'll smile. You know how it goes. If you have ever showed horses, you know how this goes. Every time you come around the ring, you get the smile. Or posing for pictures, smile. Make sure you're smiling. Show your teeth. Show your teeth. Smile big. Just smile. And yeah, supposedly it releases endorphins in our brain to help us feel better. So that is a good aspect of smiling, and we should just smile when we're starting to feel like shutting down. Or just shut down. Just shut down. It's fine. It is okay to take a break. I didn't take a break yesterday. Oops. I'm going to get in trouble for that one. Because I didn't stop and take a break. Oops. I remember one of the companies I worked for. This is awkward spacing here. If you didn't take a break, they automatically took half an hour out of your paycheck. This company doesn't, though, so if I don't take a break, I get paid for my whole day, and then I get in trouble for not taking a break. Take a break. It is always good to take a break. And if you think about, like, what about eating and stuff like that, like, I'm terrible. I eat in my car. And I will munch while driving, so I will eat and drive. Like, it's a problem, I suppose. It's probably not a good thing. So I will eat and drive. I don't drink. Like, I don't take drinks while I'm driving, unless the container is like a coffee cup or something that's already open. Because going through that process of opening the drink to get to it while driving is not easy, so I won't do that one unless I'm at a stoplight or something, and then I might take a drink while I'm at a stoplight. But for the most part, I do not drink and drive. I don't drink and drive anyway, but don't do that. Just don't do that. Yep, because it's not a good thing. And I have seen an increase in accidents lately, so do be careful out there, because it does seem like people are just driving badly. This is the time of year. It's Friday the 13th. Let's just face it. Like, it's Friday the 13th. If they're driving badly, you kind of know why. Winnie, what are you doing? Cannot get the fish. This color's not in there. Let's see. 155. You are what? I don't think you were in here either. You know what's weird? I don't think I've needed this. Oh, there's a spot up in the, okay, up in the top. I will need it. Blech. Let me talk. Words. This color's in here. All right, so a next one I wrote down is National No Bra Day. I like that. That's today. That actually is today. So take off your bras and just relax. It's just relax. If you're like me, you don't like to wear that thing anyway. But right now, I'm wearing it, so what's wrong with me? I should not be wearing it. Just take it off and relax. It's just something about it. It's just not it's just not comfortable. They're kind of cumbersome. They can be annoying. And then if you're also like me, you have to wear one because if you don't, it's not comfortable either. A little too much information there. Maybe not. I don't think I gave too much information away. I'm just saying it's not comfortable. So yeah, National No Bra Day. That's today, Friday the 13th. So feel free to take off those bras and just chillax. Chillax. Yeah. Oh, there's also a National Grouch Day. That one's coming up. I think it's like the 20th or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, National Grouch Day. You have a day where you can be Oscar the Grouch. If you so choose to be, you can be a grouch because it's National Grouch Day. You'd have to look up when the exact date of that is because I didn't write it down. I'm pretty sure it's coming up. Yeah, because it's definitely later in my list here. And I did start skipping days at some point, so I don't have like all information because there was a lot of stuff for the LGBT community. LGBTQ. Too many letters. It's starting to get too many letters. They just need to come up with an acronym for them. And there was a lot for them. There was a coming out day. And then there was just a day to celebrate them. And I don't have a problem with the LGBTQ community. I'm like, you do you. Be who you want to be. And just so, but I just didn't write those down. So, like I said, I don't have any issues with it. You do you. You do what makes you happy. You do what makes you comfortable. Me, I'm comfortable as me. So, yeah. Peanut's comfortable as Peanut. He's probably the most comfortable cat in this house. As himself. He doesn't want to be anybody else. Just himself. He's Peanut. He has sprawled himself out. Before he was just laying, you know how cats lay? They just kind of lay in their little circle cat loop thing. He was doing that. Now he's just like sprawled out over the floor. Peanut everywhere. He is everywhere too. He's a big cat, so he takes up a lot of space. He weighs 16 pounds. So if you can imagine 16 pounds of cat. Sorry about that. That just came out of nowhere. A little coffee cough. Probably need a drink. There we go. So, let's see. There's National Pumpkin Day in October as well. I was like, well, isn't that fitting? Because pumpkins. Also, like, it's weird to see, because I'm here in the US, and, you know, pumpkins have always been a part of our Halloween tradition. And for us, it is the standard orange pumpkin. And, you know, growing up, I learned to distinguish between the big orange pumpkin for carving and the smaller pumpkins that kind of look a little bit more of like a reddish orange. And those are like a sweeter pumpkin, and those are for pies. Because I learned how to make pumpkin pie from scratch, like completely from scratch. So the whole thing, which I love. I love pumpkin pie. So then I've started doing other things with pumpkin. Last year, my husband and I, we had stuffed pumpkin. That was really good. And we had our pumpkins for a while. Like, we did, I don't know, like, it was cool having the pumpkins, and then like the different things that you can actually do with pumpkins. Pumpkin bars, you can make stuffed pumpkin, you can do pumpkin pie. And like, pumpkin's actually pretty good for you. You're in the way, go away. So because it's like, I don't know, there's stuff in it that's good for you. But it's also, I think it's good for your digestion, because like when you think about it, we feed pumpkin to our animals, to cats and dogs, to help them if they have a stomach ache or if they're having any stomach issues. We give them pumpkin. Why do we hear music? Oh, it's not music. It's the train. The train is going by. Like, why do I hear music? No, it's the train whistle. Okay. It must be that time of day for the train. I don't know. How long is this video? Holy crap, it's been an hour. I'm gonna pause it for a second and restart. All right. That way, because if my videos are too long, they end up being too many gigabytes, and then I can't download them from my phone to the computer without having to do weird split things. So it's already been an hour. I mean, I feel like I've done quite a bit here. Oh, I did miss an X. I'll come back and do those after the fact. I do sometimes do those after the fact. Nope. You are not in there. This little arrow, I saw you. There's a few in there. I do love the Diamond Art Clip stickers. I think that's been a nice aspect of this working this way with the nothing but the kit, that having those stickers to put on the baggies, so then it just tells me what color is supposed to be where. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. 803 URS. URS. So I thought that was S, but I guess not. This one's S. There's some scissors here. This is probably going to be staticky. So, do I have any? No, I have nothing. Okay. No, this one wasn't horrible. The other ones I was opening the other day, I was doing this, and they were so staticky. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. Because this kit has been kind of like an on again, off again static kit. Sometimes it's staticky. Sometimes they're fine. This one was fine. The other day, they were all just static sitting. And I have found that if you are having trouble with static drills, you've opened your kit, you're starting to work, you're starting to kit it up, and you are having with static issues, a little bit of isopropyl alcohol on a Q-tip makes the best solution to staticky drills. Like, it really is the absolute best solution I have seen for staticky drills. I will use that every time now because it just works the best. I don't know what it is about it, but it works the best because you just put that little bit on your Q-tip, you work it into the bag, and then you pour it into your tray, and usually by the time you go to start diamond painting, it's already dry and ready to go, and you don't have any more static, and it's just wonderful. So yeah, I need a bag and a sticker. My stickers fell on the floor. Uh-oh, my parents are home. All right, they're off and running, doing other things again. So while they were coming in and settling their stuff back in, I worked on separating those two colors. So I got some more separated. I think I'm about halfway done separating them. And I think I've discovered what color it was, because I thought that was empty. Maybe not. I'm sure I will. I'll discover what color it is eventually. Anyway, so let's get back to the month of October. I don't know how much more I'm going to do here. I think I'm probably going to end it up pretty soon. I was going to try to do like a whole section each time, so maybe I'll just go over to not talking and finish it up. So we'll just finish up the month of October. So a couple more days in the month of October. There's actually a National Black Cat Day. I have a black cat. I love my black cat. She's the best. There was a National Orange Cat Day not too long ago either. I remember that came up. And I have 3 oranges. 3 oranges, a black cat, a gray tabby, and a calico tabby. Because we have 6 currently. 6 cats. I do love my orange cats. They're the best. And I love my black cat. She's pretty awesome too. And I love my tabby. She's pretty awesome too. Okay, I love cats. Crazy cat lady. That's me. But yeah, so National Black Cat Day. I'll have to celebrate my black cat on her day. Maybe give her some extra treats or something. Something special for her. She'd like. She's not a true black cat. I don't know if there's, because she's black. Her coat is black. But if you shine a light on her, you get her in the sunlight just right. She's a tabby. So, like, she's a black cat, but she's a black tabby. So it's interesting. But she's mostly black. She's a tuxedo, actually. She has the white. But anyway, so I was just looking anyway. I haven't been paying too much attention to what I'm doing because I'm talking in this one, so not paying as much attention to what my hands are doing. When you're not talking, you tend to be able to focus on other things like what your hands are doing, where they're going, how they're placing, that sort of thing. That's Rebel. He just bumped the camera hard. Rebel just came in. He was sleeping, taking a little nappy nap. I think he wants to go outside now. Ever since we put him on a harness and started taking him outside, he's been loving it, and he wants to do it all the time. All the time he wants to be outside. But anyway, yeah, so National Black Cat Day. Another day is National Candy Corn Day. So do you like candy corn? I like candy corn. Candy corn is, to me, it's like, it's just that right amount of sweet. I don't know. There's just something about candy corn that I like. I like candy corn. So I do like me some candy corn. I've already had some this year. I try not to get it too often because I'm trying to cut back on the amount of sugar that I intake. Just, because I know I intake way too much sugar on a regular basis. So I'm just trying to help myself out a little bit and cut back on that amount. P is in here. So yeah. And then there's also, getting close to Halloween, National Magic Day. So if you're a witch, your day is there. National Magic Day. I thought that was pretty cool. There's a National Magic Day. There's a lot, like I said, there was a lot of things for the month of October. You can probably just Google it And you'll be able to see yourself that there is like 5 or 6 things on every day. So, you know, you can celebrate little things each day. If you like to be one of those people, or, you know, it'd be a fun thing to do with your kids for each day, like when they come home from school. When they come home from school, you can just have like a little thing for them, celebrating the like different things for the different days. That color's not in there. This color is. That was making a weird noise. I don't know why. It sounded like there was a drill in there, but there isn't. I spilled my drills too. It was horrible. When I was trying to separate them, I ended up, that's not that color. I thought it was, but it's not. It's pretty close, but it's not. And I spilled them, and then I had to pick them up, and I take the cat hair out of them. It wasn't too horrible because we've been keeping the house fairly clean, so it wasn't too horrible. Not as much cat hair as like before when it was just my husband and I, and cleaning was just him and I. Now with my mom here, she's been cleaning, so it's constantly clean because they're retired. They have nothing else to do in their day. Me, when I'm working a 13-hour day, you think I want to come home and clean? Like, the dishes get done. That's about it. So anyway. The floors don't get swept as much as they need to, and the vacuuming doesn't happen as much as it needs to. But, you know, it happens. It's just not as much as it needs to. So, now let's talk about some of the holidays. I should have done more research on the different holidays. I mean, I imagine I can figure out what Columbus Day is. That's, you know, when Columbus sailed over here and founded America. He didn't really found America. He found the continent. It was an unknown continent at that point. He found the continent. That's what he did. Because he thought he was going to sail around all the way to India. Instead, he smacked right dab into another continent. But he still thought it was India because, you know, that's where he thought he was going to go. It makes sense. He thought he charted it out and that's where he was going to go. He didn't know there was a continent in between. That'd be a weird, I don't know, I just feel like sailing from Spain to India probably would have been faster to just go south, but... But it was his plan to sail around the world. That had to be nerve-wracking. Like, I can't imagine getting on a ship and not knowing exactly where you're going. Like, you don't know what your destination is. You have no clue where you're going to land, where you're going to end up. If you're even going to survive the trip, because, you know, accidents at sea definitely happened. There were a lot of things that could happen. So, yeah. And then, of course, you know, the other holiday is Halloween. And we will talk about Halloween in another video. So for now, I think I will just finish up this section and then post this video. Hopefully this won't take too long to finish up. I don't think it should. I don't have too much colors left to really work on here. So hopefully it shouldn't take too long. I don't know if I'll talk. Kind of running out of voice anyway. So just enjoy the end of this episode, and I hope you do. It does seem like my non-talking one was liked the last time I did, or when I did it. So hopefully the next one will be too. We are seeing more of Aurora the Unicorn. These sections were on the bigger side. I know I'm still talking, but you know, these sections were on the bigger side. So yeah, maybe I'll just point the microphone down here and can pick up some of these sounds instead. Can I point you down there? Whoops, sorry. Okay, maybe not. Well, we'll just move it closer to the drills area, and yeah, we'll just do that. If that made a bunch of noise, I am terribly sorry. I probably won't watch this section to know. So I do watch some of my video when I'm editing it. I just don't watch the whole thing. Because I just don't feel like these videos need to be watched all the way through. Maybe if I had more time, I would, but I don't. So I just edit them and go. Anyway, enjoy. Yes, Rebel. Oh, Minuyan.